Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to EVE Online. And I am here today continuing my series of doing and filming as many possible missions as I can for the Sisters of Eve faction. Today I'm doing the Intercept the Saboteurs mission. And this is just the warp in point to the mission location, the first acceleration gate. There were a couple of NPCs, just frigates and destroyers, sitting around it, guarding it. They've been dealt with. Light frigates, they're really no problem at all. So I'm going to bookmark this location because I will come back and loot these later, and this is something I'll be doing at every room in the site. I'm going to drop a mobile tractor unit here to get all the wrecks together so I can salvage them later. And then I'm going to warp into the first room.
Warp drive active.
I have a Noctis I will be using to salvage all of that. Not sure if I'll actually film that part, it's pretty boring. I actually don't remember exactly what's in this mission. I know I've done it before though, and it's not too difficult. Here's we have... I'm not sure if that's 3 groups of enemies or maybe more. And I'm not sure... Okay, so no acceleration gate, looks like just one room. Let's deploy our heavy drones here and pick the closest group first. I'm going to target the cruisers and destroyers in it and set my sentry drones on them. You'll notice since last time I also have changed my fitting a little bit. I'm using large railguns now, 425mm, and they can hit very effectively at this range. With uranium charges in it, my fall off is well past 100 kilometers. Looks like I'm getting aggro from quite a lot here. Not sure if these groups shared aggro or if maybe I chose the wrong target first. Someone has... The sensor dampeners mean that my targeting is going to fall off a little here, but my drones can respond anyway, so that's not going to affect them. And that's where most of my damage is. I've skilled up a little bit, and the fit now has... Well, it's showing you the drones in my bay. It has almost 700 DPS. See here, I'm prioritizing the squishier targets, and I'm watching my drone's health. The battleships take a while to shoot down, so I don't want to deal with them until everything else is gone. A good number of frigates are closing in on me, so once I take this this last nearby cruiser, then I'll be retracting my bouncers and sending out light drones to handle them. I'm also going to bookmark this as Loot 2 and put down a second mobile tractor unit. Here we go. Okay. Pulling everything back to the drone bay. You'll notice, by the way, something is warp disrupting me here. Now that's fine, since I don't really want to warp out yet, but it is these two... the Coralie Guardian ships are the ones with that capability. So just for the sake of doing this correctly, let's target them first. If your tank is not so great, you'll want to put a very high priority on killing them, because you will want the option of warping out. Something shooting on one of my lights, but light drones really aren't worth very much. It's almost preferable if that's doing some tanking instead of me. Other sorts of drones I would recall to try to protect, but light drones I really don't care. You loot dozens of them just doing these missions. Okay, it looks like I've actually aggroed the entire pocket here. So, except maybe these frigates in the back. Zoom out a bit to get a better view of what's happening. There might have been a more ideal way to manage the aggro there, I'm not sure, but so far at least, my tank, they're not through my shields yet. They're getting close, so I'm going to turn on my armor hardener. Hopefully the incoming DPS won't be too high once all the cruisers get in range. Start repping armor. Notice I'm not using my guns. I don't want to... They're not great at close range. I could still probably hit the battleship, but I don't want to let that start repping until I've already handled... Until I'm ready to set my drones on it, because I don't think my guns alone can break their reps. Even if they could, it would be very slow progress, and the ammunition, I don't like going to G to buy more, so I try to be stringent with it and loot what I can from the missions. See here, they're slowly breaking my tank. But I'm hoping I'll be able to destroy enough of the incoming DPS before that becomes a problem. Focusing on the smallest things first. These Serpentis transport ships over here, we can look at them. It's kind of funny that they're Iterons, but they're the ones that we need to destroy for the mission, and we need to loot them. Okay, there's a few frigates that still appear to have not aggroed, but this is the last small ship, so after this, I'm going to recall these drones, target some more squishy stuff, and since things are close now, I won't use my sniper drones. I'll be using my my heavy drones. These are actually faction, so I will be trying to recall these. Things untargeted me, and that makes me suspicious that they are targeting the drones. Let's pull them back. That was very quick work there. See if they retarget me. See if that will repeat. These things definitely do a lot of damage, but they're worth 3 mil a pop, so I don't want to lose them. Here, my armor is kind of close to breaking. That's a little concerning. So I am going to align to the star. I don't know yet whether or not I will have to warp out. I'm sort of thinking I will have to. It's like one of the drones has picked up aggro. Let's recall them. Luckily that did give my tank a little bit of a break, let me get back ahead in reps. Most of them have reacquired me as a target. I'm actually just going to keep this one drone that lost shields all the way back and use some of my non-faction heavies to fill that hole in damage. Tank might actually be okay. Still staying aligned to the star just in case. But we appear to be kind of stabilizing here. It's worth noting that I think this cap's stable for about 15 minutes. Be a little shorter if I was also using the guns. Oh, here we go. Pull back that. Got aggro. And again, replace that with a non-faction drone. Okay, so yeah, my tank's going to be fine. I'm going to start approaching these frigates because my max range for drones is 75 kilometers and my max targeting range is 80 kilometers. So that is where I will want them to be. Gotta pull that one back. It got aggro. And now we can finally turn some of our DPS to the battleships. This one that's hanging back, I'll use my guns on as well. But I don't want to do that and waste ammunition when they're really up close like this, and you know, I might miss. You see, they're all shooting at one of my drones. It's one of the faction drones, but it's not taking much damage. It appears to be mostly under their guns. I can turn off my rep here since my armor's back in full. Okay, now it's taking some hits, so we'll pull it back. This one has almost full shields again, so that's the one we'll send out to replace it. And the damage they take can be repaired very cheaply. Here we go, we're within 75k of all the frigates now, so I might as well target a few of these. Now, we could have already finished the mission. We killed the transport ships that are holding the mission items. I'm just going to finish killing everything here for the sake of completion. But that mobile tractor unit should now have the item that we need to acquire in it. Let's turn the guns on here. And this one took some damage. I think it's going to get under the guns successfully. Should stop taking that damage here. You see these battleships give about 500,000 in bounties, so that's a lucrative source of income. People speaking, I believe, German in local. At this point, we can recall our drones, send out the sentry drones again, and they can deal with the frigates. At ranges like this, the small signature radius of frigates shouldn't really make, at least not a prohibitive difference in our ability to hit them. At this distance, they won't be able to get much rotational velocity on us. Last. And there we go. We can get to work. You can see most of the shots will be misses, but all I need are a couple of hits. They'll do pretty enormous damage. There we go, last one. At this point we can pull back our drones and loot this mobile tractor unit. I think that cargo container actually might be the one from the transport that has the mission drop, so well timed. Did we get a bounty tick during that? We did not. Okay, so we have a lot here, and more will be added, but looking for, there we go, confiscated viral agent is the mission objective. It's interesting, I didn't know that these could be sold on the market. Do these actually sell? Oh, okay, they barely sell. I imagine that you could maybe use that to complete the mission very quickly, but at a prohibitive cost, really. So we will loot all here. And we're going to leave the mobile tractor unit to its work, instead setting course for the station we got that we spoke to the agent at.
Warp drive active.
And as soon as we turn in the mission, we get our rewards. There we see the bounty tick, about 3.2 million in bounties, plus the loot, plus the salvage, plus the reward. Not a bad haul. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you found this helpful, and as always, good hunting.